software, okay. So are you going to show video on demand? A demo?
I need to find the right player to show it on, sorry, but 2 seconds.
Yeah, so there you have something like the Cinemanow.
This is some of the new online features that we're working on that we're demonstrating here. So you have, for example, Cinemanow, one of the services where you can use search movies. They have a library of many titles.
Yeah.
Now you can see now that I search for KR, it only has 2 hits.
Yeah.
Now I go down to enter button, and we'll come up with the 2 titles with that name.
Can we see the remote, the new remote?
Sure.
Please. Okay. Yeah.
Comes up with 2 titles in BlackRock and Darkroom, and you can choose them and play them. You have to pay for them, of course.
Yeah, but it's possible to do some of that now, or I show you my credit card number if you want. Or
you take the first title and it comes up with additional information. Some of the title has picture and additional information out here.
Yeah.
Then you can go down and say play the movie. Movies are not available in Europe, the service is not working here. But that's one of the things that Cinemanow is doing right now, is they adopted it to the European market.
Okay, so by the time this player comes, there will be some movies?
No.
Not yet?
We're not selling the DP600 video on demand service. We're selling it with the possibility of adding that in. In some countries there will be service available from very early in the beginning. So, for example, in Denmark you have TV2, TV2 Sputnik and Nordisk Film, who has TV on demand and music video on demand available from day one.
Can you connect, for example, on the one that works there, Sputnik? Does that?
Yes, should be possible.
Okay, so this is a DP600?
Yeah.
And the MediaMates?
Yeah, these are 2 different versions of the MediaMates. The 600 will be launched in October. We got production planned for September, so unless anything goes severely wrong, it will be launched in October, and it will have support for all the regular formats out there, including Nero and Windows Media.
Okay, but so as you made the press release today, there's also the DP700?
Yes, the DP700 will be well, next level of course, an evolution of the DP600, which will be supporting H.264 and will also come with a support for DVB-T tuner, so you actually have a sensor box incorporated into the actual player.
Okay, so terrestrial digital video will be included in the DP700?
Yeah.
Or in some version of it?
Well, it will probably be 2 versions, both with and without, but the main focus for the DP700 to start with will actually be to have a box ready for digital video broadcast.
Okay, and just some words about the video on demand. How far are you with that?
Video on demand is very local. Well, the status is at least very local. In Denmark, as you might know, we're working with the TV2 Sputnik and Nordisk Film on the Sputnik project, which will have its own dedicated box that Sputnik will be selling.
Sputnik box, or?
I don't know. It's at least a box that supports Sputnik. I don't know if it'll have an actual name, but yeah, probably a Sputnik box, and it'll have another logo than this. But otherwise, it'll be one of these boxes. But the Sputnik service will also be available from DB600 and on other products coming in that series as well. And well, as said, this is mainly a Danish service, or this is a Danish service for now. But we're working, I'd say, quite a lot actually on broadening our horizon in that area, and also provide services for customers in the rest of Europe.
Okay. So basically, this little MediaMate is only going to be available through the service provider,
well, not
the content provider.
Not necessarily. There is also a strategy to have it as a standalone product on the shelves, hopefully within this year. But that's not finalized yet. But we would expect that to happen also.
Okay, so when you deliver this one, it's going to be through, maybe when it's through the company, they can choose to sell it with some members, with some subscriptions and all this kind of stuff?
That's a possibility. We can either sell it through, for instance, service providers as Sputnik or some competitors, or you can buy it as a KiSS branded box, and then it may or may not, depending on the agreements, have the access to specific services.
Okay, so it may be kind of locked to the content providers, so they can in priority have their service in front of it.
No, that will be the Sputnik box. If it's our boxes, it will not be locked to any box specific. Then we will hopefully have as many services as possible.
So there might be a box that only runs for video on demand, but could be locked for some other things, or not really, or?
No, that could be the case. The Sputnik box is dedicated. That's the dedicated Sputnik box, and nothing else.
But basically, this one is possible to make it very cheap. That's the point with the small box. I mean, it's cheaper than the big box. It's cheaper than DP600. The hardware.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. Depending on, because you can have a lot of hardware inside here also, and a lot of very complex structures. So it's not necessarily cheaper because it's smaller. But for the Sputnik box, yes, that's a bit cheaper than the DP600.
Could you show the behind of it compared to the DP600?
Certainly.
So there's a version with just a SCART, and you also have the other version with the HDMI output?
Yeah, but that won't be the Sputnik box. The HDMI box is currently primarily, at least, focused on the US market, but we can certainly also deliver that in Europe if any of our partners are looking for that.
Does that kind of mean that Sputnik is not going to distribute high definition?
I would not be the right person to answer that.
It's their concern.
They're considering it, but it will be possible. Well, I don't know. I don't know what they're considering.
Okay. So so basically, on the MediaMates, there's always a USB host, a USB 2 plug.
Yeah.
So that's the same as this one.
They got a USB host. I'm not sure. This is not the final Sputnik box, so I'm actually not sure whether they have it or not. But it's possible to have it on this platform. There is USB support, and you know, the DB600 also have a front USB plug.
Okay. Yeah, we can see that. So there's a USB there.
Yeah, be capable of connecting more or less any external storage device to this.
Okay. Okay. But do you also know if the HDMI is HDCP compliant?
It is.
It is?
Yeah.
So if you buy a commercial Windows Media high definition video, it will display in digital format on the TV?
It will.
Okay. Okay, but then thanks. Or do you just want to say some few words of what you would say about the competition? How far behind are they?
Well, I think it's difficult to say how far behind the competitors are. We do believe that when the 600 hit the market, it will be, I wouldn't say a brand new start, but it will be a nice product for us to get into the market. The price point we're looking at currently is able to compete with the few competitors actually offering this. If you look at other products providing an HDMI output, it will be significantly more expensive than what we were offering. We expect this product to launch around 349 euros.
Okay, 349 around.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm not setting the pricing, but that's the expectation, and that's a bit cheaper than other HDMI products. And on top of that, we also expect you to get a lot of other good features, very good HD support, of course, up to 1080p, and the online features will also come.
Yeah, they will come. Could you just say a word maybe about what happened to KiSS since they were acquired by Linksys? Is there anything to say about that? I mean,
well, of course, it's a very interesting time. The actual agreement was closed very recently after the announcement for 5 or 6 weeks ago. So we are now officially employed by Cisco Linksys, and I think it's a great opportunity actually for a company like KiSS to get that kind of manpower and financial power to back up the projects we've been working on, and
so you can feel some difference?
Well, not yet. It's been well, I've been on vacation 3 weeks, so that was nice and quiet, but no, there are not yet any differences, but I'm sure we will see we will see some changes, and we expect them certainly to be positive changes.
But most probably they were impressed by your technology, that's why they acquired you.
It's 100% a technology acquiring. And Linksys kind of needed this range of products in their portfolio. They were at least interested in having it, and that's I think that's the main reasons for the acquiring, without me being a financial guru.
Okay, so what do you have to say about can you just say one word to all the people in the forums that are, some are like saying some ugly stuff and some other people are saying some nice stuff? I mean, it depends. But for the DP558, is there any...
we forgot that there will be a new version of the 558 coming up, not based on any new hardware or anything, but with a new design and a new a bigger hard drive, 300 gigabyte. And the guys on the forums, they keep a lot of guys busy, so that's good. And well, we probably deserved some of the bad mouthing we got a year ago. I think we can all agree on that, but try to improve, and I think we've actually, I personally think that the DP558 is a very, very competitive product with all other hard drive recorders on the market.
But basically the products you ship today, they don't have any firmware stuff, and the firmware for the old stuff is fixed now, or?
Yeah, that's, well, I'm sure that there will always be things that people would like to see improved, and features they would like to see integrated. And we are more than willing to listen to that, but I would say that the products shipping now are without any software flaws that are I won't say out of the ordinary. It's not correct. We feel that the products shipping now are final products.
And so the quality of the firmware for the new products are like a result of many years of technology and software making by KiSS, kind of. So there will be, you can feel the difference in the firmware when you have a DP600.
Oh, you'll feel a complete difference generally when you have the DP600. It's completely new hardware platform as well as software, so it's a new product.
Okay, so at some point there will be some new products again.
I can't imagine otherwise.
Okay, but you can't say anything more.
No, this discuss the 700 a little bit. There are no fixed date for that yet. Q1, Q2 next year we will have, it's planned at least, I think there's no secret that we hope to have recorder series in the 600 series as well. But they're also planned for Q1 next year, and generally this year we'll be focusing on the DP600.
But you'll be busy with the high definition, it's the big, that's where you are in the IFA. It's a high definition section.
High definition, or we will also rather soon see the first television from KiSS technology, the plasma and the LCD televisions, supporting high definition. And that's
so that's the big future market investment. Yeah.
Well, yeah, high definition. The support for high definition is important because no doubt about that the world will turn its eye towards high definition as soon as they realize what it is.
Yeah. Okay, but thanks for that.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.